now. To finish Reborn Evil. Story 2 and hard mode. I'm gonna go ahead and do the daily challenge quick thing right away. Coordinated operation is over.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Alright, story 2 time. As usual, I will voice act for the commander. And also the narrator. Eventually, in the future, I'm gonna get some friends to... Actually, hold on a second. I need to do something real quick. I need to go and get more stuffs. So we can just go right through the story. So let's see here. Yep, I will take both of these. That should be about 15, I think. I think that'll work. But yes, in the near future, I'm gonna have some friends of mine join me for some NIKKE streams and have them voice some of the lovely NIKKEs in the event. That's the plan. I have a few people in mind to join me. One of which is a huge NIKKE fan. The other one, I don't know quite yet. But we'll see. We'll see how the tides play out for that. But it would be very nice to have full voice acting, like I've seen some people do for these events. But anyways, story 2 begins now. What do we got for characters? Ada
Looks
and...
like you could use wherever you go. I'll...
Mind if I join?
Okay. That works.
Do you prefer being outside? That was a joke.
Let's see. We got a burst 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this should be fine. Sure.
Let's go and find everyone.
100% bonus. Love to see it. We'll try to save up a bunch of these to see what else we can use them for in the shop. But the main goal is to try to finish everything in one go tonight. But we'll see. We'll see. Let's go. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Do not resist with thy feeble human strength. The end is nigh, God. Guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. I think I'll voice Dipera as well. She is female, but otherwise I feel like I'm not going to be talking very often. Life was ordinary. The lazy days I spent with Mom and Dad. I can still remember them perfectly. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around, cozily watching TV together. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Dad, I'm back. Yo, look at her drip though. Like, I don't know, it's just me, chat, but this is like my kind of aesthetic. I would wear something like this. Maybe minus the super tight yoga pants. Unless unless I don't know. I do some goofy things for sub goals, you know? But I like the aesthetic. The hat, the jacket, the sling pack. It looks really cool. Dipara was in another event, I feel like. But I don't remember. Have you had dinner? I haven't had mine yet. Mind if I eat here? I packed some food. Her dad is not responding. Nothing special happened today. I got off school, then ran a quick errand. Came straight here after. Mom's doing the same as always. I guess work's been keeping her busy. She said she'd be back late again tonight. Is her dad in a coma or something? Or is he, like, sitting there dead? I don't know. I'm thinking the worst here. Shall we watch some TV? And now our next news story. A string of disappearances has recently taken place within the Ark. This has prompted a growing movement among citizens criticizing the central government's handling of the situation. Pretty unsettling, huh? That's all the news has been reporting lately. With all the disappearances happening, there have been all kinds of rumors swirling about. Some say people are being abducted and used as test subjects for biological experiments. Or that there are corrupted NIKKEs running around wreaking havoc. Don't you think both scenarios sound kind of ridiculous? See? You think it's nonsense too, right? He's not saying anything. I have a funny feeling about what happened to her father. I mean, it does seem odd. How could anyone be carrying out biological experiments in a place as safe as the Ark? And if a NIKKE had really gone rogue, surely she would have been caught and been on the news by now? Don't you think I'm right? Please say I'm right. Please. Say something. Oh, so she knows he's not talking. Don't just lie there. Dad. Ever since you got hurt on the surface, Mom's been acting weird. At first, she started mumbling weird things, scribbling strange red eyes all over the walls of the house. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, I think her dad is dead. And has been. And in trying to save him or find salvation, her mom's kind of going crazy with that cult. That's the only thing I can think of. Now she barely comes home. All she ever does is work at the center. I have no idea if she's eating. Or if she's getting any sleep. I don't know anything anymore. Compared to the old days, everything's different now. Everything. I'm sorry. I know I promised I wouldn't complain in front of you. But tomorrow, I'm going to visit the center where Mom works. I'm worried about her. Maybe I should bring her something to eat. Things can't go on like this. Anyway, sweet dreams. I'll drop by again. Counseling hours. Weekdays, 9 o'clock military time to 9 hours to 20 hours military time. For conversion, that would be about 8 p.m. Weekends closed. Huh? Has she always had weekends off? Then why did she come into work today? Coming in, okay? No one's here. Guess I'll just leave the lunchbox. The end. Nigh. Died. Foolish mortals. What's that sound? Is that her mom? The sound appears to be coming from behind the bookshelf. One of the bookshelves is slightly out of place, leaving a narrow gap. Through the gap, a stairway stretches far down, leading underground. Mom, are you in there? Judges descend the skies. Do not resist human strength. In front of an altar where a rapture statue is enshrined, a group of people fervently murmuring a prayer. And... Mom? In the middle of it all was Daipara's mother. Oh boy.
Hopefully the commander and I... Never mind.
That's freaky.
I'm not being impatient. I'm perfectly calm right now.
I have a feeling it's about to get worse.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
That day, I tore through Mom's room in a panic. Every wall was covered from top to bottom in red eyes, all of them staring at the same spot. A spot where I uncovered a rapture core, along with some records about the Torch of Salvation. Ah yes, that's the name of the cult. The Torch of Salvation. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. Merciless judges, raptures, descend from the skies. The end is nigh. Fear not. Stand before the judge and reveal yourself. The surface is the altar of God. Death is the path to salvation. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. As I began to realize what Mom had gotten herself into, I finally understood what those red eyes at home were meant to represent. The core of a rapture. People going crazy thinking that raptures are salvation, when in fact they are the end of all things. Chill ran down my spine. Even then, I couldn't turn to anyone for help. I don't know, I think even the government would have been a better thing for help. Oh, but that's right. In the previous chapter of the event, the cult was fabricated by a secret subsection of the government. So even if she said something, it wouldn't have mattered. Because unwittingly, that was their doing. It was the central government's doing in creating this cult. Because people, for the longest time, forgot that raptures existed. Because they were so sheltered by the Ark, the people have gone lifetimes without seeing raptures. Although canonically, with Nihilister breaking into the Ark and Dorothy showing up, there have been raptures in the Ark. Thanks to certain other NIKKEs creating an unintentional opening to the surface. So yeah, they created the cult to bring back the awareness that, yeah, raptures do exist. You need to fear them, and you need to praise the central government for protecting you. That's basically the whole synopsis here. The Resident Evil stuff about this, though, is where it kind of goes off kilter. Because they did not anticipate the Otherworlders coming back. In both a good and a bad fashion. You know what I mean? Revealing anything about the Torch of Salvation could result in Mom being captured and punished. I'm back. I don't think I can stomach anything today, so I came empty-handed. I hope that's okay. Oh, did you see the news? They said they found rapture parts in the home of one of the missing families. So freaky. Rapture parts of all things. You know, people keep going missing. People who I used to see at the counseling center, I mean. Dad, I'm scared. If this keeps up, Mom might disappear too. Okay, when are they gonna get to the part that explains why her father is not saying a damn word? Is he dead? Is he comatose? What? What if I'm left all alone? Sorry, I'm being weak again. For the time being, I don't think I can come here. I think I have to be away for a bit. I'm worried about Mom. I can't just sit by and do nothing. Please pray that everything will turn out okay. I'll be back next time. I'll come with Mom. I promise. I don't think I'll be able to keep that promise, Dad. The cult leader who started the Torch of Salvation Turned out to be Mom. Oh. Oh, that's, yeah, that's not looking good for you, Depara. If she's the centerfold of it all, whether the government does something or if, the investigation turns out to be anything, I think she might be pooched, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to see. I didn't catch all the details, but they said they intend on using a virus to purify the Ark. Oh, so at this point, they're already corrupted by what came through the D-Wave. They say death is the path to salvation. Don't worry. I'll do whatever it takes. Find a way to atone for what my mom has done. That was the final entry in Dipara's journal. For a few moments, Query stares at the journal Claire had been reading aloud from, then finally speaks up. Okay, I'm glad that my model's not blocking anything. Thankfully, NIKKE is vertical based for most content. So, it leaves a nice slot open for us VTubers to hang out on the side, without blocking important content.
Let's go, everyone!
These guys are quite persistent.
Regroup, and let's go again! You did well, Commander!
Inside a secret room hidden deep within the annex. Jill and Miranda stand frozen in the lab, their eyes fixed on a monitor. Claire averts her eyes from the corpses and turns to the monitor. Oh, that's right. They stumbled into a room filled with dead people. That's right. An experiment log recorded by our researchers displayed on the screen. Holy elixir of the judge. So that's what's turning things into monsters. Engineered using the same methodology employed in developing Umbrella Corp's T-Virus. Yeah. Now I know it's absolutely fucked up. Body of the Judge. Neovirus. That's what they're calling it. Gene restructuring. Claire touches the screen and a video begins to play. On the dark screen. Urgh! Ugh. Blood-curdling screams ring out. Figures can be seen writhing and convulsing, their entire bodies distorted. Some, desperate to relieve the agonizing pain, scratch at their faces with such ferocity that their skin tears off. Oh my god. It's quite morbid. Miranda, absorbed in the video, suddenly clings tightly to Jill's arm. Jill trembles, her face contorting in fury. Jill silently taps at the monitor, opening a new window. Project REborn Evil. Human life falls into oblivion, throwing the world into turmoil. New life, NIKKE, has been created, a cruel distortion of all things sacred. In order for the judge to guide humanity to its reckoning, we at the Torch of Salvation have initiated Project REborn Evil. The Neovirus will be widely disseminated throughout the Ark. Amidst the ensuing chaos, the judge shall be led into the Ark. Once humanity is offered to the judge and evil is purified, Project REborn Evil will be deemed complete. Evil shall be purified through the reckoning. God, guide these foolish mortals to their reckoning. Till evil is purified. These are the only records left. Jill points to a corner of the lab. The direction Jill is pointing to, a passage leading deeper underground, has been revealed. Wow, it's getting kind of strong.
I'll finish this quickly.
This is the type of event that could go on for a long time.
Right now.
Like, honestly, a chapter 1 and a story 1 and a story 2
Not bad.
would not be enough
Looking forward to our
to
next
cover
mission
this
together.
fully, I think. This could be, like, a very deep event if they wanted it to. Which I think sucks because there's a lot of creative outlets here that could really expand on NIKKE's side stories and events. I mean, but it is hard to slot everything into a certain time frame and dedicate the amount of time it takes to flesh out a story like this. Hello, Kenyale. Hello, hello. Death is not the end. Death is purification. The purification of this world begins with death. The merciless judges descend. So are they gonna let Raptures into the Ark again, or like what's going on? The merciless judge is definitely a boss because it was actually the solo raid boss, but still. But it can't be just the judge, right? I was happy. Lazy days I spent with my husband and my daughter. I can still remember them perfectly. Elsiria 9 is Dipera's mother, by the way, for context. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us lounging around cozily, watching TV together. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. The patient's vital signs are stable. He has to be comatose. Then. But is he comatose just now? Or is he still comatose when Dipera's talking to him after the events start? Or is he dead? That's what I want to know. Unfortunately, He remains unconscious for reasons that are still undetermined. Okay, yeah, he's definitely comatose here then. At this stage, we can only continue to monitor his condition. May I ask what really happened on the surface? From what I've heard, he had an encounter with a Lord-class rapture. Oh, surprised he's still alive then. Thankfully, the Nikkes who were recovered didn't suffer any brain damage. Yo, Nuke! Long time no see, man! How you doing? How are you doing, brother? Have you got the new Pokemon? No. I'm not buying anything from Nintendo for the time being. Not until they get their boots kicked in for being so anti-consumer and, bullshit towards other studios. I'm hearing kind of mixed things about it, too, from the people that did buy it. Some say it's pretty good, some say it's really mid. I don't know. I have no FOMO, though. I can wait. I can 100% wait to get all of it used. Even if it means I don't get it till next year. That's fine with me. Or if by some miracle I could fund it on Throne, but yeah, that's not happening. Anyway, that will never happen due to the average Nintendo fanboy? Yeah, true. They'll be able to return to the battlefield once they're given new bodies. As for your husband, I can't say for sure. So how does he get knocked completely unconscious, but the Nikkes are fine? How is he not dead? A man named Miles Carter came to the center. He used to be a commander. After all the horrifying things he experienced on the surface, he now suffers from PTSD. Understandable. He's been drowning himself in alcohol for years now. Did you endure such horrific experiences too? Is that why you're refusing to open your eyes? It could be part of a mental lapse. You know, the Nikkes who went up to the surface with you, they're returning to the battlefield today. So why aren't you? I have to go. Sweet dreams. See, here's the thing, though. We hear the heart monitor going off here before all of this went to hell. But when Dipera's talking to her father, there's nothing. So I think he kicked the bucket at that time. And either she doesn't know, or she's in complete denial with the whole situation going on. We'll have to see, I suppose. Alceria 9. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Me? Who might you be? If you're planning on visiting the center... Bro looks like one of the judges that, is a part of that one, squad. The ones who tell D and K and all them what to do. Here, take this. Your husband asked me to deliver it. What's this? The eyes of the judge are the torch of salvation. Human life, the world into turmoil. New life, a cruel distortion. Merciless judges descend from the skies. Okay, bro is brainwashed or something at this point. The end is, fear not. Reveal yourself. I can't make out the rest of it. Thick black lines obscure most of the text. Eventually, they go on to fill the entire page. I turn to the next page. Countless eyes stare at me from the pages. Pure insanity, this is. Between the crimson eyes, faintly inscribed words can be seen. Fear not, stand before the judge and reveal yourself. The surface is the altar of God. Death is the path of salvation. Death is the path to salvation. Oh no! Death is salvation. Death. Salvation. Death is the path to salvation. Death is the path that leads to salvation. Death is the true path to salvation. Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. Bro, she killed her husband! Under brainwash. Oh no! Dude! That is not good. Wow. Okay, so he is actually dead. That confirms it. Either Daipera is in disbelief that he was dead and all the stuff going on, or she knew the whole time. Like, she was probably pretending he wasn't dead, or she genuinely didn't know. Maybe. I don't know. I guess it would depend how long he was dead for when she talked to him. But she had to have known without the heart monitor that he was dead. But Jesus, dude. His own wife. And Daipera doesn't know. Go on ahead and wait for us. Daipera and I will follow. And she's cognizant of her daughter? Oh my god. Bro. We're returning to the happy days we once had. No you're not. No you're not, hon. New revelation. Holy elixir discovered. Rack 10.1. Repeating. Reborn live. Elisir, Mia, Veloa, Evan, Kyle, Marco. They ascended to the surface and received salvation from the judges. Miles Carter, Lucas, Emily Cole, Iris Monroe. They consumed the holy elixir of the judge and were reborn as greater beings. Oh, so they're all dead. Basically, everyone here is dead. Elsyria 9, Daipera. Through the holy elixir of the judge, the Neo-Virus, they aim to purify the evil within the Ark, and thereafter receive salvation from the judge. Holly, a traitor hidden within the Order, a new breed of human that defies the natural order, intended as a sacrificial offering before the sacred purification ritual, currently reflecting on her sins in the reformation chamber beneath the altar. Polly, no! We gotta save her, dude! Embrace the end. Beneath the flames of judgment, the torch of salvation shall be kindled. Jesus. With that, the cult leader's journal comes to an end. My head is spinning. Dee lets out a sigh without me noticing. She had quietly come over to read a journal. Have you contacted the higher-ups? Blaze Out Squad is due to arrive in 2 hours. See, now Blaze Out Squad doesn't exist in the game yet. They've only been mentioned briefly. So will they show themselves in the future? We could get some really cool members out of them, I think. Hold on, the mansion's going up in flames? What are you talking about? Yeah, why is the commander being a goofball? D was talking about the burnout squad. I believe that's what they were called. So their idea of epidemic response plan is to burn everything down. I mean, yeah, that seems pretty standard. Fire is like the ultimate kill plague, kill biological things deal. What? Then what about the people living in the outer rim? See, here's the thing, though. It's like, so far, it appears that this disease is injected. It's not airborne. It's not spread through a bite. It's different. Like, it's not like the T virus from Resident Evil. But I digress. I feel like there might be a bit of a plot hole here. Yep. Central government taking the easy option, of course, as a tale as old as time. Thank you, Ada. That's what all the governments seem to do. What if we put a stop to whatever the Torch of Salvation is up to? Will Blaze Out still intervene then? Blaze Out, that's the name of the squad. Only if we can prove there is no risk of the Neo-virus spreading any further. I mean, it didn't really spread beyond the people who were in the Torch of Salvation, right? Or am I wrong? That's what it seems like. It's not like there's a massive infection in the Outer Rim. You said Blaze Out's scheduled to arrive in 2 hours. We still got time. Let's reassess our next move. D, Ada, what do you think we should do? I need your input to decide our next course of action. So let's start with that. D. Yeah, see, okay, D's addressing what I was just talking about. It hasn't spread because it's not like a spreadable disease, it sounds like. It's more injected, you know? So, it kind of, I don't know. Maybe it could be, because it's still a mutated version of the T virus, so the potential's still there. Alright, first, we rescue Polly. Then we find a way to deal with this Neo-virus situation. Now, where do we start looking? How would Polly get captured by normal people, though? She's a NIKKE. She's significantly stronger than a normal person. Weird. Somewhere here, huh? We just need to find whatever opens the secret passage, right? Yeah, we gotta rescue Polly first, before anything happens, because
Engaging!
at the very least, I think Polly's okay. being a
Reloading.
NIKKE, I don't think the,
Flicker.
well, I don't know. The Neovirus probably would affect NIKKEs too.
I'm perfectly calm
Because, you
right
know,
now.
human brain and all, but I'm not sure. I don't think they'd be strong enough
Not bad.
to
Looking forward to our
make her
next mission
sacrifice
together.
herself. As we search the second floor of the mansion, Ada calls to us to the front of the altar. Among bowls, blades, and ornaments of unknown purpose lies a rapture core glowing red, looking as ominous as ever. You're definitely right about that. Extremely odd for a rapture core just to be sitting here like this. Around it? Prompted by Dee's words, I glance at the altar again. The rapture's core, the bowls and the blades, and the candles faintly illuminating the area. Every so often, a cold breeze sweeps through, and the candle flames flicker. Trails of smoke drift toward the platform behind the altar. Upon closer inspection, the smoke is being drawn into a narrow crack in the platform. I knock on the platform. Dull echo rings out from behind. Well, it's directly... The entrance is probably directly underneath the altar. I'm guessing there's a hidden space behind this. Ada rummages around the altar and points the rapture core toward the platform. Ah, clever girl. The platform slides open, revealing a hidden passageway behind it. Ada grins and slips behind the platform. I peer in and am greeted by a staircase descending deep underground. Let's head down, Deep. We walk down the long corridor when Ada, who's ahead of us, stops abruptly. What is it? As Ada steps aside, something piled up in layers comes into view. From regular civilian clothing to work, school, police, nurse, and military uniforms. A variety of clothes are piled up together. A name tag on one of the military uniforms suddenly catches my eye. Miles Carter. These the clothes worn by the missing. Ada gestures silently. Several mass-produced NIKKEs lie collapsed beyond the pile of clothes. Oh boy. The condition of their bodies paints a clear picture of what went on in here. Gunshots ring out. Is it coming from below us? It's gotta be the other gals, right? Yep. Ollie? Deep within the corridor. Figures can be seen engaged in combat with a creature howling ferociously. Miranda and Query? But who are the other two? Yeah. Yo, D is in the police officer uniform. Yippee! Out of nowhere, an axe flies in from behind, striking the creature dead on. D charges forward to grab the axe, promptly slamming it back into the creature's exposed core in its lower half. By the time D pulls the axe free again, the creature has ceased its shrieking. Oh my goodness. When did she put the police outfit on? Oh, what the hell? So wait, so we go down the stairs too? It's kind of crazy. Okay, I need to go to the shop real quick and buy more of these. Yeah, there we go. So now we can finish the story in its entirety. Oh, they're all downstairs. What? But that's not where story 2 is. Right? Unless... No. Okay, so we just keep doing this. Alright. Let's keep going. Polly! Calm down, Polly. You don't look so good. Polly attempts to stand up, but promptly drops back down. It's clear she's suffered a great deal while trapped here. About that. They got dragged in from another world through the D-Wave, too. Everyone, mind if I say something? I explain the D-Wave in detail. Umbrella Corporation? No, I don't believe I've ever heard of Umbrella Corporation in our world. There's some other organizations I'm sure that could slot in just fine, but none directly. Whatever is happening here also got sucked here through the D-Wave, involving Umbrella Corp. In an individual or files or something. Those documents we found in the mansion are the only data we have on Umbrella. We'll have to dig a little deeper to get the full picture. Hold off on waking the gatekeeper. There looks a query. Yeah, so they're gonna delete we're obviously deleting the judge, but yeah. Left to verify. D. At some point, without me noticing, she has changed into a police uniform. Agent Winters, BST. What? Biohazard Strike Team. My, very impressive. Huh? It seems Dee doesn't want anyone to know that she's with Perilous Siege. I'll play along for now. Ahem. We could use any help you can give us, Polly. God, Dee looks so good in the police woman uniform, though. Like, goddamn. Right. Alright, let's go over the situation again. And share what we've all found in the mansion so far.
Engaging!
I would get Dee's policewoman uniform, but I ain't got that kind of throwaway income right now.
I'm not being impatient.
Like, I'm sorry. I wish I did, believe me. There's so many skins that I want in this game, but I just can't right now.
Commander?
Not right now. Not right now.
Commander, please wait a little longer.
Suspects detained.
I'm perfectly calm right now.
I wonder if there's a surface elevator in the mansion. That's how they got up there so fast. I'm willing to bet that's how.
Not bad. Looking forward to our next mission together.
Okay, here's something I need to say. So they get these bigwig events, and with the characters being playable, like Ada Wong, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine, they're voiced when you play the character. Like, you know, you put them on your team, and they have voice lines and sound effects and everything. But in the story mode, the event that they're a part of, there's no voice acting. Why? Does NIKKE not have the budget to hire these voice actors to read these voice lines? That's what I want to know. Because it'd be really, really cool in the future to have them have future events fully voiced. I mean, obviously minus the commander, because the commander is faceless, technically. The commander is you as the player. I mean, the commander's a guy, at the very least, but a voiceless commander is perfectly acceptable. But every other character in this game has voices. But even the existing NIKKEs, who have full voice lines, are not voiced in these events. I don't know. Just a thing with me. I don't know. Torch of Salvation. A cult that refers to raptures as judges descended from the heavens, who will guide all foolish mortals to their reckoning. And the cult firmly believes that it will lead them to salvation in the process. The founder of this group is Elsiria 9. She was reportedly in despair as her husband, a former commander, remains comatose. Well, now he's dead, because she killed him. But I don't know. There was an outside influence that created the cult group. It wasn't her. It was not her. This was something else in its entirety. It is believed she received a rapture core from an unknown individual, which served as the catalyst for the cult's founding. Yeah, but a rapture core doesn't corrupt people. It doesn't corrupt people's minds. Something else freaky was going on there, like, I really don't know how to explain it. Something brainwashed these people, because she killed her own husband. She didn't want to do that before. She did not create the cult out of willingness. She was brainwashed by this guy, somehow. But we still have a bit of the story to go, so let's see. After establishing the Torch of Salvation, Elsiria enticed patients and visitors at the counseling center to join the cult. They began holding regular gatherings at a mansion in the Outer Rim. Yeah, they're probably all dead now too, aren't they? Oh, excuse me. Some cultists were even sent to the surface and offered as sacrifices to the Raptures. All individuals who went missing in the past 2 weeks have been linked to the Torch of Salvation. Clothes were found in the entrance of the reformation chamber. The timeline of the disappearances coincides with the D-Wave incident. Disappearances began after cult members were used as test subjects during the development of the Neovirus. The Neovirus. Building upon the T-Virus, which hails from another world. It is synthesized by refining a holy elixir extracted from a Rapture's body. This particular Rapture is located at coordinates RAC 10.1. When injected into organic matter, the virus significantly enhances physical and regenerative abilities. However, side effects include bodily deterioration, significant cognitive decline, and increased violent tendencies. Spreading the Neovirus within the Ark to incite chaos, and using the resulting confusion to allow the Raptures in, was all part of the Torch of Salvation's plans. This operation was codenamed Project REborn Evil. If the situation is not resolved within 2 hours, Blazal will initiate a full-scale purge. Miranda being clueless as always. I think that's about everything for now. Next, we need to figure out how to stop Project REborn Evil from taking place. Huh? Agent Winters, are you up to it? Alright then, I'll leave the virus to Ada and Agent Winters. As for the Raptures, what's that? Winters, do you happen to know if there's an abandoned elevator nearby? Coordinates. Alright, do it as fast as you can. Then, little typo there. Then while Ada and Winters are handling the virus, the rest of us will make sure the cult leader doesn't make it to the surface. Oh. Uh-oh. That noise.
I'll finish this quickly.
Can't be the judge already, right? Yeah, I don't know. Voice acting would make these events just that much better, in my opinion. Especially if they're big deal events like Resident Evil or Evangelion, or you know what I mean? For the next event, I really hope there's voice acting, or maybe sometime in the future they start putting it in, because it would really heighten the event to be a lot better, I believe. It would be more interactive, right. The thunderous sound echoing down the passage grows closer. Of course, it feels like a nightmare. Haha. Aw, poor Miranda. She's scared shitless. Yeah, see, like, voice acting would just add so much more to, like, the emotion of the scenes and, like, the power behind the message and the composition of everything. The silence and just reading through the text, or even, like, if I were to read everything out loud, just would not be the same. Aww. Polly being the big sister. Aw, Miranda. Aw, that's so cute.
Subduing target.
I do have to say that the ACPU is filled with super cops. They do
Enemy
the best
neutralized.
bang up job they can. Query and Miranda are goofballs, but they mean to do well at their
Relay.
job. They very much mean to do well with their job. So,
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
oh shit. Beneath Dee's axe, the grotesque creature that attacked the lab lets out a final cry. Dee yanks the axe out from the core and glances towards Ada. I like how that's what she's defending. The fact what her name is called, not the fact that Ada called us her boyfriend or whatever. That's hilarious. Despite the pitched battle occurring right beside her, Ada, without so much as a glance, remains hunched over a computer terminal, typing furiously at the keyboard. Judging by the countless black windows and lines of commands being inputted, it seems she's trying to hack in. Hacker woman. Ada resumes clacking away at the keyboard. Yo, what's up, Real? Yeah, we are blessed within this event. Deeming herself incapable of contributing at the computer, Dee heads towards the incubation chamber. Corpses lie scattered outside the broken chamber, across a sea of shattered glass. They're a horrific sight, but Dee gazes at them unflinchingly. She reads the names written on each hospital gown aloud, one by one. Edward Monroe, Lily Monroe, Blake. It's as if she's making a vow to remember them all. Once finished, she then approaches the grotesque creature she's just taken down. Jesus! Her axe carves an arc through the air, leaving a black streak. The creature is cleaved in two. The upper body of a mass-produced NIKKE, and the lower limbs of a rapture. Ada, who had been typing away at the keyboard, suddenly froze. Yeah, it's a lot of hosh posh to believe that the raptures are the way to salvation and that everything is hopeless other than that. Ada pulls up a new window on the monitor. At the bottom of the document titled Project Reborn Evil. Evil purified in 9 minutes. 9:23. The countdown that had been ticking down has come to a halt. The Neovirus won't spread to the Ark. I've also wiped all data related to the T-virus, so don't worry too much. I'll take that as a thank you. Ada stretches, then begins rummaging through the pockets of the researchers lying motionless beside the computer. Out of nowhere, Ada reveals a vaccine sample in her hand. Now that I've got a hold of this, our deal's complete. Without another word, Ada begins to head out of the lab. Pikachu! As Dee exits the lab, a cool breeze brushes past her ear. Ada is perched on the windsill of a wide open window. Ada tosses something. It's a USB drive adorned with ornate engravings. A pair of perfectly balanced scales is etched into the surface. With that, Ada fires a hook shot and vanishes out the window.
Better stay sharp.
Gotta be getting close to the end here.
Reloading. Swiftly.
If I were to guess, it's probably a little bit more...
That should do it.
Probably one more interlude with the commander and the police gals, and then we fight the judge.
I'm glad you're safe. Mission complete.
Behind the mansion, along the path leading to the elevator, a veritable mountain of garbage is piled up. Guess they just get used to it. The residents here pick through heaps of trash dumped from the Ark, searching for anything they can salvage. Make a living selling what they find. You just have to learn to live with the smell if you want to survive in the Outer Rim. Yes. What okay? Aw, poor Query. Yeah, Polly and Miranda are usually the field agents here. You're still combat trained, Query. You're perfectly fine. Oh, that's some cute art. Claire lightly taps her chest with her fist. Watching Claire, Query mutters quietly. Man, I love Claire Redfield. Too bad she's only an SR in this game and not an SSR. Honestly, I would have rather had her as the SSR instead of Jill. Too bad no Leon. But he's not a waifu, so I don't think that would work too well. Yippee! Very smiling! Cute. Shall we keep moving? I spot the elevator Kay told us about in the distance. In front of the elevator stood more of the same creatures we've been fighting all this time. Query lifts her loaded launcher. Atta girl. After the battle, in front of the elevator. Ah, Elsyria. Elsyria 9 lies on the ground in a heap. Her abdomen is torn open. Oh, oh boy. Looks like one of those monsters got to her. Dude, what brainwashed her to say this crap when she's been dismembered? And dying on the ground? There's something deeper here. Do not resist. The end is nigh. Guide these foolish mortals. Elsyria 9. The plan you and the Torch of Salvation put together is doomed to fail. That's right. Doing this won't save no one. While tending to the delirious cult leader's wounds, Query shakes her head. Suddenly, the cult leader starts speaking to someone other than those of us present. Her eyes lose focus and their light gradually dims. The brainwashing just wore off right before her death. The elevator. Inside the elevator, countless homemade explosives cover the floor. 14 minutes? Countdown displays in the center ticks down 1 second at a time like a time bomb. In addition to the bombs, I spot Dipera lying on the floor. Countless bombs, the timer slowly ticking down, and Dipera lying in the middle of it all. Claire's eyes dart back and forth as then she shuts them. Then, seemingly recalling someone, she utters a name. The young girl she met in her own world. Ignoring the bombs, Claire rushes straight towards Dipera. Dipera remains limp. She doesn't respond. So Dipera had nothing to do with this. She's just a victim. Distinct needle marks can be seen in Dipera's shoulder. Oh no. Claire, fall back now. She might be infected by the virus. There is a vaccine. Ada found it. Oh, speak of the devil, there she is. Ada Wong showing up with the vaccine, of course. Is this what you're looking for? Aha. Yeah, looks like it. Looks like what a few loose ends to tie up. Exactly. Once things settle down here, we'll take care of it. She was holding something? Ada? By the time I turn around, Ada was already gone. Damn. The inside of the elevator is in complete disarray. Elsyria 9's vision fades, and memories of the past flash before her eyes. Gathering at the dinner table every evening to talk about our day. All of us sprawled out, watching TV together in comfort. The quiet little conversations we'd have before falling asleep. Memories of those happier days begin to fade, and are replaced by new ones. Her husband's hospital room, where she stood witnessing his final moments. The eyes of Elsyria 9 and those of her husband Locke. What in the hell? Yeah, it's like she was taken over by something that disappeared when she died.
Reloading swiftly.
Because in her final moments, she realized what a mistake she made. So she was clearly being brainwashed or taken over by something.
I'm perfectly calm right now.
What exactly that is, I'm not sure.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
D-Wave brainwashing people. 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 50 seconds. Her body is slightly singed in several places. Wait, was she duking it out with Blaze out to slow them down? What a gal. Kay sees Dipera sobbing, her arms wrapped around her knees. Kay furrows her brow, seeing the cult leader collapse nearby. They're gonna burn it all down regardless. Upon reaching the surface, we head towards the coordinates Rack 10.1. Jill intently studying a scripture. It is the scripture that Assyria 9 clung onto into her dying breath. Thus spoke the Lord, salvation lies beneath the merciless judges. Imbibe the holy elixir and cast off the sins of your mortal flesh. Be reborn as a greater being. Doesn't seem to be anything particularly noteworthy. Yeah, actually, there's something underneath the judge that we're about to fight. Also, I might be reaching a bit far here, but salvation lies underneath the judges. So, in this case, it could mean the judges in general are just the raptures. What's underneath the raptures? The Ark. The Ark is the salvation. Not the raptures themselves. In that fashion. I'm not sure if that's what they were reaching for, but, you know. Upon turning a page, Jill's jaw drops in surprise. What is it? Jill turns the scripture towards me. Something's inscribed in red lettering. Rack 10.1. Beneath the merciless judges. The altar where the holy elixir of the judge flows. There's a revelation. What revelation? Someone planted someone planted that stuff there. Umbrella will pave the way forward for us. Bro, no way. What if Wesker just shows up out of nowhere at the end of this? That would be insane. But I doubt it. After these initial sentences, all that follows is writing praising Umbrella Corporation. They deified the Umbrella documents as holy relics. Ah. Looks like we got our answer. Those that got caught in the D-Wave and crossed over. Seems to be the case. So the documents got teleported too. So maybe not people per se, just the documents being put in the right place at the wrong time. Or wrong place at the right time. Yeah. Amongst the ruins, I spot an altar in the distance. Several unarmed bodies are sprawled around it. Their expressions are peaceful. An enormous rapture stands behind the bodies, looking strangely out of place. It remains motionless, as if rooted to the ground. Are you sure about this, Polly? You should have gone back to the Ark along with Dipera. Alright, commence engagement. Encounter. Alright, now we fight the Rapture. It's gonna die in like 2 seconds. Where's the health bar?
Hold on a moment. Target eliminated.
Oh, it died already. That's weird. It didn't have a health bar. I wonder if that's a bug.
It's over. Now, let us rest together, Commander.
With a thunderous crash, the Rapture collapses. Good work, everyone. An ominous-looking fluid seeps from the Rapture's carcass. That must be the fluid the Torch of Salvation regards as the holy elixir of the Judge. To make sure we don't have a repeat of this incident, it's probably best if we send it to MMR for analysis. I'll request an investigation on this. Can't let something like this ever happen again. Gatekeeper, yeah. About that. They're already going back. Looks like the Gatekeeper is not involved in this event. Well, it is. It's the reason why this happened, but it looks like they're already going home. Light is emanating from Jill and Claire's bodies. That can only mean one thing. Gatekeeper has awakened. Jill, Claire, it's time to go home. Miranda salutes Jill and Claire with pride. Seeing this, Polly and Query mirror Miranda and salute them too. I certainly will. Claire waves, and Jill salutes in silence as their bodies become enveloped in light. Soon, the light dissipates, and the two women vanish. They went home. In a back alley of the Outer Rim, in the distance, a mansion is ablaze. Ada holds something up and waves it. It's the tracker D planted. Clever girl. Oh! What? Wait a minute, Ada's been here longer than Jill and Claire? How the fuck did that happen? Usually they all get pulled in at the same time. What the fuck? X? A moment later, Ada's body is enveloped in light. See you around. Yeah, you know we're not gonna see her again. And there goes Ada. In an instant, Ada is gone, leaving Dee alone in the back alley. In Dee's hand is the USB Ada gave her. Dee soon disappears into the shadows. So they all went back. So is there hard mode now? Yes, okay.
Let us rest together, Commander.
Yo, what's good, Anderson? Alright, I need to voice Anderson. For the job well done. Both the D-Wave and Neovirus incidents have been resolved. Is it really over? Yes, at least on the surface. I have a few questions. Feel free to ask. But as you're well aware, I can only answer within the limits of what can be disclosed. I'm sure you understand. Understood. Well then. First, about the D-Wave. Do you know why Gatekeeper woke up even though there was no battle? This is only my hunch, but I suspect the Gatekeeper may have awakened after experiencing a dream it found satisfying. Huh. Weird. Or perhaps it was a nightmare. Like everything involving the Neovirus being resolved? Possibly. We'll likely get another chance to verify this during the next D-Wave event. Is that all you're curious about? One more thing. During the mission, we encountered a strange monster that was a fusion of our Raptured and NIKKE. Has their identity been uncovered? Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to discuss that. I see. It wasn't the Neovirus that caused it. That much I can tell you. What the hell? So that wasn't the Neovirus. Who did that? What monster tried to fuse a NIKKE and a Rapture in such a way? Now I know the Raptures have been trying to create an artificial queen from NIKKEs and Raptures because that's what heretics are. But ooh, this got pretty. So it wasn't infected with the Neovirus. In any case, well done with this mission. You must be tired. Get some rest. After submitting my report, I visit the infirmary for a checkup. Oh, hey, Mana. So I can go back to my room? By the way, how's Depera? Oh, so they're researching the vaccine and they're going to be able to recreate it. Very nice. Glad to hear it. What about the fluid from the Rapture's body? Are you analyzing that too? It's alright, I figured. I'll stop bothering you and head out. I'd like to speak with her. Are you feeling better? She was. Dipera, that wasn't your fault. Dipera puts her head down and cries for a long time. All I can do is pat her on the back. Take responsibility. You'll be fine. It's what's inside you that matters. On the way back to the commander's room, the streets are abuzz with nocturnal noise. All the pedestrians have no idea what it takes to keep things this way. Memories of the mansion come flooding back. In order to stop the plot devised by the Torch of Salvation, NIKKEs and people from another world fought alongside each other. Thanks to them, this place can remain peaceful. As my reminiscence comes to a close, my talks with Dipera lingers in my mind. Atonement, huh? I have to keep trying, harder than before. No taking the easy way out. I need to do whatever I can, as best I can. With renewed resolve, I close my eyes. Ada, Jill, and Claire. I hope that, one day, they can return to their normal everyday lives. Reborn Evil End. Oh. X created the Torch of Salvation. One of the judges that herald over perilous siege. But as I recall, the central government also had an underhand in this. So he planted that paperwork there that he got. D is gonna use the USB flash drive as her ace in the hole. Atta girl. D takes the USB from K and walks off into the darkness. K walks off in the opposite direction. Only the sound of rain remains in the back alley. Clappy, clappy, clappy! That was a good event. Last time I'll say it, voice acting will make this absolute peak, but it was a good event regardless.